Alright, hello fun and welcome back to my Skyrim Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Alley Nook mod, which is being made by user Zerahar. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is an absolutely lovely new, small, cozy player home for you to enjoy here in Solitude. And it is a perfect little studio apartment, effectively, for any character RPing someone joining the Bard's College or, just making their way into the city and can't yet afford a more proper large home here in the capital of Skyrim. And all in all, it's just a neat little place. So let's take a look at what all we do get, starting with, well, where exactly it is. And of course, we are up here in Solitude, just a little bit away from the Blue Palace, and you'll find the Alley Nook just behind Vittoria Vici's home in that little alleyway just to the rear. And it's, just a very tiny little place, as you can see over there. It's basically like the circumference of one of the usual towers that you find all around Skyrim, and it is just one singular room for you to use. So not exactly the largest place in the world, as mentioned a minute ago. It's basically a little studio apartment, but it's all yours, and it actually does feature quite a lot on the interior. So let's take a quick look on the inside, and I've kind of have it considered to be split into two halves, with the front half being the entranceway, where you have your living zone with your bed, a nice chair, fireplace, and plenty of storage and display areas. And then the back half is more for useful things, where you've got your alchemy and enchanting tables, as well as a bookshelf, more storage, and of course, more displays. And that's really it. It's a tiny studio apartment here in Solitude. Magnificent. Now, as for how you acquire this home, it's free. It's free. And honestly, that's my one complaint I actually have about this mod. You guys know me. I like when there's something you have to do for a home, whether it be paying it or a quest, something along those lines. But no, this is just free. You just walk straight on into the Alley Nook, and you can use it as your home. And the mod maker actually has on the page this lovely little sentence that says, "Did you think a place this cheap would have a lock?" Which, I think means that the mod maker has never lived in a city before. They would charge you for a closet if they could. And actually, I have, in fact, seen that in places. So that's my one thing. It is free, which, hey, oh well, have fun, enjoy it. I just wish it at least had, like, I don't know, 500 gold payment. But let's head on in and take a little bit closer of a look at what all we do get on the interior here. And, I mean, yeah, it's not a lot. It's a tiny, tiny little home. I do love the roof, though. Very nice look up there. And let's just kind of start at the left-hand side and work our way around, taking a more close, in-depth look at what all we do get. And right off the bat, we do have a weapon rack for you to store things in, as well as a display case, another weapon rack. In fact, you have two more over there, two more over there, and two more over there, as well as, of course, a wardrobe for some basic storage. Now, we do have a fireplace with a lovely little cooking pot so that you can still craft your food here in your home, and a chair, of course, to warm yourself by said fire. Now, the statue here, sadly, is not an actual shrine. That would be cool if it was, but it is just purely there for decoration. And, of course, we do also have a nice place for shields and swords there for display. Now, moving along, we've got another sack for storage, another wardrobe here with our lovely alchemy lab for all your potion-making needs, and a place to store your potions just up above that. Now, moving on to the back shelf, we've got a lovely little desk and chair here with a bookshelf that you can store up to 11 books upon, which is quite nice, though a little bit glitchy. Those books there, I placed on the bookshelf before I started the video. They've fallen. That seems to happen about half the time I come in here. Sometimes the books are on the shelf, sometimes the books are on the table, so that is a small little glitch that does seem to be occurring there. But honestly, I'm alright with it. I actually kind of like the little small pile of books on the table because it makes it look like the desk is used. Now then, moving on, we have another wardrobe for storage, our lovely little arcane enchanter here, and a soul gems storage box there. Now continuing to the right, we have our lovely double bed, a quite nice large thing with a dresser just underneath for some nice convenient underbed storage. And I actually quite like that. It took me a while to realize that that thing was even there, because, I mean, who really looks under their bed in these sorts of player homes? But that is pretty cool. And then finally, in the last corner, we've got some more weapon racks and, of course, a mannequin to scare the crap out of you when you wake up in the middle of the night. Good times. Good times. God, those things always look so creepy. But yeah, that's the Alley Nook. It's just a small, lovely little player home in Solitude that you can get for free. And as I mentioned before, kind of feels like the perfect little place to have if you are RPing someone joining in with the Bards Guild here in town and, you know, starting your musical career. It seems like a small artist studio of sorts, though, of course, good for any sort of magical character as well, with the potion making and enchanting. Good times there. So if you would like to have a look at this mod for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, it is just a tiny little place, doesn't take up much space, and doesn't get in the way, so why not give it a go? Link is in the description as per usual. But that, my friends, is it for this one today. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and you do come back for the next, but until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.